E-commerce news today. Disclaimer: nothing in this report is legal, medical, financial, or official advice. All information presented is news, not advice, and any anecdotal stories shared should not be treated as guidance or recommendations. Tech and SaaS financial news today. The technology sector surged with major developments today, spanning blockbuster corporate moves, regulatory shifts, and market trends. Below is an in-depth report covering 10 key topics in tech and SaaS finance, each detailed with thorough research and context, followed by subpoints examining related angles. Remember, this disclaimer: the following content is intended for informational purposes only. It is a deeply researched news analysis and does not constitute legal, medical, financial, or official advice. This news is meant to inform, not advise, and any anecdotal references are illustrative. They must not be interpreted as guidance. Title: Healthcare Financial Sector News Deep Dive from today's perspective. Topic 1. This is news, not advice. Major developments shape finance and banking. Title: Insurance. Legal news today. 10. Advice. 1. NVIDIA's AI chip. Real estate market news. Today's update. Disclaimer: shaping the industry. Amazon's strong growth and tech investments bolster its dominance. Today in e-commerce, Amazon is reinforcing its dominance by delivering robust growth and ramping up cutting-edge technology. Disclaimer: This in-depth report provides an informative overview of recent real estate market developments. It is not legal, medical, financial, or official advice. All content is based on reported news and expert commentary, and any anecdotal stories or opinions are for informational purposes only, not as guidance. Always consult licensed professionals for advice on legal, financial, or health decisions. 1. Apartment REIT mega merger creates $69 billion rental housing giant. The Real Estate Investment Trust, REIT, sector witnessed a historic consolidation as AvalonBay Communities and Equity Residential announced a merger of equals to form the largest U.S. apartment REIT. The all-stock deal, valued at an enterprise value of about $69 billion, will unite two of the country's top publicly traded apartment landlords, combining more than 180,000 rental units under a single company. Under the terms of the agreement, AvalonBay stockholders will receive 2.793 shares of Equity Residential for each AvalonBay share, leaving AvalonBay investors owning roughly 51.2% of the combined firm following closing. Analysts said the merger would create a real estate behemoth and marks one of the largest REIT deals ever recorded, signaling confidence in multifamily housing as a resilient asset class. The companies highlighted their 95% overlap in markets as a key advantage, expecting significant cost savings and operational synergies by integrating their apartment portfolios in top U.S. cities. Executives project that streamlining property management and overhead will yield at least $175 million in synergies within 18 months of closing, potentially adding to earnings per share. They also plan to leverage their combined scale to invest further in AI-driven property technology and to maintain a robust development pipeline for new apartments. Investors and industry observers are closely watching the implications of this consolidation. The combined company will operate under a new name with dual headquarters in Arlington, Virginia, and Chicago. AvalonBay CEO Benjamin Schall is slated to lead the merged entity, while Equity Residential's longtime CEO Mark Parrell will retire after closing. The news underscores a growing trend of mergers and acquisitions in the real estate sector as companies seek size and efficiency amid a high-cost environment. Following the announcement, AvalonBay, AVB, and Equity Residential, EQR, shares saw modest declines of around 1.5% in morning trading, a typical initial market reaction to large all-stock mergers. Over the long term, analysts expect the new apartment REIT Titan to have enhanced pricing power, a stronger balance sheet, and expanded capabilities to deliver shareholder value as one cohesive firm. 2. Elevated mortgage rates and Fed policy cloud housing outlook. Mortgage interest rates remain near their highest levels since mid-2025, creating a challenging environment for homebuyers and real estate investors. The national average 30-year fixed mortgage rate is about 6.6% this week, up from roughly 6.4% a month ago, and still well above last year's rates. This stability above 6% reflects persistent inflation pressures, with April's annual inflation accelerating to 3.8%, the fastest pace in about 3 years. Rising inflation has kept long-term yields elevated and prompted warnings that the Federal Reserve may hold policy rates high or even consider further increases if price pressures don't subside. Correspondingly, the Fed's April meeting minutes released this week suggest that while officials left interest rates unchanged, they remain open to additional hikes later in 2026 if inflation stays above target. For perspective,